Hi, welcome to CES 2022 Zgadgetreview coverage. To close it out, we have Razer. And Razer this year did not disappoint with the crazy concepts that they brought to CES 2022. Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. I love it when Razer shows up at CES because they usually come out with the craziest ideas that any company comes out. Usually these are projects that never make it to market, and they do have a history of coming up with crazy ideas that sound very, very cool and futuristic and maybe doable, but again, they usually don't end up coming to market. And that most likely is going to be the case with Project Sophia. Project Sophia is a Razer product where they envision a modular desk that is a computer. It isn't a crazy idea. There is ways to make a desk into a full functioning computer, but the way Razer wants to do it is a little far-fetched and very, very ambitious. So imagine a desk that has a magnetic case that attaches at the bottom of the desk that includes all the components for a computer. NVIDIA parts, Intel parts, anything that you can imagine that a computer needs will technically attach at the bottom of the desk using a magnetic case, making it very easy to swap in and out. But that's not all, because they envision that this computer slash desk is going to have 13 swappable modules that can change to anything you need. And obviously depending on the use that you're going to give this computer. So some of the modules that you could put into this computer are temperature readouts, touchscreen application launchers, wireless key charges, mug heaters, pen tablets, audio mixers, CPU and GPU monitors, external capture cards. And they say that you could do this in seconds. So this is supposedly going to make it very, very simple to swap things in and out. Now, if this wasn't wild enough, there is going to be, if it ever comes to market, which I personally believe is never going to happen, but hey, who knows? You can get it in either a 65-inch screen, OLED screen, or a 77-inch OLED screen attached to your desk. So can you imagine this desk that I'm sitting on with a 77 or 65-inch screen? I have an OLED 65-inch TV right there, and just looking at this, the size of this thing is like the thing will be. It's it's Razer. So hey, most likely it's impossible. Just thinking of sitting this close to a 65-inch monitor. Okay, imagine me sitting like that close, like that's where the monitor is. Imagine that. That will just be hard to look at everything in the screen. And I mean, it will be cool, but come on, it's just not gonna happen. Now, if this concept wasn't crazy and wild enough, along with your modular computer desk, you're going to need something to sit on, and not just any chair, but a chair that allows you to feel everything that's happening in your game, movie, or music. Enter the Razer Enki Pro HyperSense. This chair is made in partnership with D-Box. If you don't know what D-Box is a system that allows you to feel what's happening in the screen in a movie. So they have these motors, haptic sensing motors that are programmed to the TV. So if there's an explosion, you feel the vibration of the explosion. The chair will move side to side, tilt forward and back, and all these things. The chair looks pretty cool, and if the promise works exactly like they are saying that it's going to work, again, making you feel everything that's happening on the screen, it could be a nice experience. The chair will feature a 5 millisecond response time. It's going to lift you vertically 1.5 inches with around 1 g of force. The Razer chair is started to support 2200 games, movies, and music, but it's using D-Box's list of compatible software. So we don't know if Razer actually is going to tailor the chair to different games, or they're relying on D-Box to add support to the chair. My thinking is that they're going to use D-Box's list and capabilities to do this, because they're building that motor in partnership with D-Box. So yeah, that's what they're going to do. And Razer isn't the only one doing this. I know Cooler Master, I think it is, has a chair that is supposed to do the same thing, and they're also working with D-Box. So technically, Razer won't be the only game in town if you're looking for one of these cool haptic feedback chairs. They also announced improvements to the upcoming 2022 Blade laptops, but I'm not going to go into detail on this. It's, year iteration for hardware and software on the laptops. The one thing that they announced that was a surprise, that was totally unexpected, is the new Razer Zephyr Pro. And this is, if you don't remember, the Zephyr is that smart mask that they are selling for $99. This one is going to have a voice box, so when you speak, people can hear you speaking to them. This is something that was actually promised on the original version of the Zephyr, or the so-called Project Hazel mask, that did not make it to the final product. Well, now they have come out with that Zephyr Pro, which is actually going to cost $150, about $50 to $60 more than the last version. Well, no, $50, because the last version, or the original version, is $99, so $50 more. And that product was supposed to have this. It didn't make it, but this is going to make it. Now they're saying that the weight of the mask is going to remain the same. It really isn't adding anything else but the little speaker that goes at the bottom of the mask. Is going to have a button that allows you to turn on and off the speaker at the bottom. The mask is supposed to allow your voice to go out at 60 decibels at a range of 1 meter. It is going to continue supporting the N95 grade filters. They are saying that the battery life should remain the same, which is about 5 to 6 hours while using the speaker. Now, my assumption is, of course, that they are assuming that you're not going to maintain that little speaker thing on at all times. So you're going to be turning it on and off as you use the mask. So the fact that they say the 5 to 6 hours, I will take that with a grain of salt. If you keep that thing on at all times, I'm assuming that the battery is going to drain faster than if you didn't have that thing on the whole time. So that is it for Razer at CES. My thoughts are, I love Razer as a brand because they are bold enough to come out with things like the modular desk and say, hey, look at this crazy product. We can make it and put it in your life, because this is what you need in your life. A desk that is a computer with a ginormous OLED screen in front of you that is going to just blind you. And that, to me, pushes technology in a way, right? Because it's kind of like I want to say like the Hyperloop, and that Elon Musk came out with. Which turns out that it's not exactly a Hyperloop after all, but it's just a tunnel that goes under Las Vegas. But it's the same idea. Is, hey, look at what we can do. Someone is going to see this and say, you know what? It is a crazy idea, but why can't we make it work? Why can't we make this a reality at a smaller scale, at a lesser scale, instead of having 30 modular things that you can switch. Why don't we just do 5 and put a computer that is attached at the desk all the time so you don't have to take it in and out? Instead of having a 65-inch OLED monitor in front of you, why don't we make it a 42-inch monitor that is attached to the thing? Scale it down so it can become a reality. That is a good idea. Will people buy that? Hell yeah, people will buy something like that. People will buy something like a 65, 77-inch monitor in your face. No, most likely people wouldn't buy that because it will be crazy expensive. So there is some merit on making crazy announcements that in reality are most likely out of reach, right? The haptic feedback chair. That is a cool idea. I mean, those chairs already exist that you can buy for your home theater thing. But to have a chair that you can move around the house because it's going to have wheels that has the same capabilities is a great idea. You can be playing a game on your PC and, feel something. You can take the chair to your living room and watch a movie and have the same experience that you will have buying one of these movie theater type chairs. So that is a pretty cool concept. And then the Zephyr Pro, it's kind of like, all right, now you're trying to charge us more money for something that was supposed to be part of the original product. But hey, this is, what Razer does. It is a company. They can improve on a product and charge you more money. Why aren't they going to do that? Just makes sense. What do you think about Razer's new crazy modular desk? Is this something that you will be interested in getting? What about that HyperSense chair? Is it something that you would get? I personally probably would get something like that just, to try it out, even though I don't really play PC games, but, to see how it works, to see if it's actually a cool product or not. What do you think about the updated Zephyr mask? I personally don't feel very excited about it because it's just speaker on it, and I feel like it's going to make the mask a little bigger than it should be, but whatever, that's just my opinion. What do you think about Razer's presentation? What do you think about what Razer has announced? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.